What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ray. We back. Another day, another blessing. We got the M235 in here. So today we're gonna be doing a little, basically some maintenance. Unfortunately, it ain't no upgrade today. It's just gonna be maintenance. The AC compressor went out. It just, shot itself out. So there hasn't been AC in this car for a week. The new AC compressor is actually right here. And this one is actually from Amazon. So don't cook us, chat, but that's the route that we went to today. All right, got most of the tools that we're gonna need. So first things first, obviously we're gonna get this intake removed, taken off of here. So obviously it's just gonna be a little flathead. Take this off right here, get out the air box. We're just gonna remove the intake first to get to the actual AC compressor itself. Once your intake is removed, like so, obviously you're gonna have a lot more room to work with. AC compressor being right here. So first we're obviously gonna need to take off the belt. Before doing that, we're gonna need to release that tension off of the belt, which is right there, the belt tensioner. And you're just gonna need a T60, and you can get it on that belt tensioner, get that loosened up, take the belt off of the compressor. Okay, now once you take the belt off, obviously you're gonna want to get this puppy out of your way. Literally just put it off to the side like so, and then you're good to go. I already started, but you're gonna be taking out 3 of these bolts right here. It's gonna be a 13mm. I recommend getting the smallest possible ratchet you can, just to give you more room, obviously, since you don't have much to work with. But it's gonna be 3 of these exact bolts right here. There's gonna be this one in the back. You can't really see, but it's about right there where my finger is. And then there's gonna be one in the front. Can't see it right now, but it's in the front of the compressor. Let's go ahead and get the new compressor opened up. You already know it is from, you feel me? Yes sir. So let's get this bad boy opened up. All right, y'all, so as you can see, hold on, let me take this quick call. Hello. We got the AC compressor out, y'all. Yes sir, thing is shot out, as you can see. About to post it on Facebook Marketplace for like 800. Slightly used, I know what I got, don't lowball me. Nah, there's no need for this. So about to send this out to the World Cup so they can practice with it. Nah, but finally got this thing out. Low-key, I'm gonna call it a day probably right here, and then just pick this back up in the morning, slap on the new one. Your boy is like shot right now, but here it is. Actually pretty clean. So like I said, I'm gonna call it for a little bit, pick the video back up when I reinstall it. You know what sucks, y'all? For anybody watching this, hoping to get any advice, unfortunately I was struggling, y'all. I couldn't find nobody to give me any advice on this. Because the top 2 bolts, this one and that one in the back, are very easy to get to. But this bottom one, oh my God, thing had me ready to just blow this entire car up to smithereens. But it's because when the compressor is in there, you literally have like this much room to work, maybe like 2 inches, which my girlfriend says that's a lot, but I don't know if it actually is. But it's not much room to work at all, honestly, y'all. For anybody wondering how to get to that lower bolt, so obviously you're gonna need a 13mm, but I went to AutoZone and bought this. I know it looks like 50 years old, but your boy was crashing out. So literally I just got this little spanner wrench, and I had to dual wield it like back in the days on Call of Duty. Basically my left hand, put this down real quick. Basically my left hand, I had it right here on the bolt. If you put your hand right here, y'all, under the compressor, you can feel the bolt. And then I had my right hand tucked behind here, behind the compressor, and I pretty much, brought my hands together like this underneath. I used my left hand to guide the spanner wrench onto the socket, and then obviously hold it in place. Once I got it on there, use my right hand right on the edge of the spanner wrench, to twist it. And man, thing took me a good like 40 minutes, I'll be real with y'all. So just have patience. I know you're gonna crash out. That's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. It's all part of the journey. It's a canon event to just crash out. It's all part of the process, y'all. Every time you got to install something. But so for anybody wondering for any advice, that's all I can offer. That's what I did. I couldn't find any videos, so low-key I was like hella sad. I didn't get any help. I felt like a little lonely child. But yeah, y'all, just try that method. It worked for me at least. We back. It's the very next day. Let's get this thing finished up. Here she is. Let's get this AC compressor slapped on. Whew, man. AC compressor is on. This thing made me want to do a backflip and like walk across a desert in a straitjacket. This thing had me ready to crash out, y'all, which is mandatory. But for some reason, I couldn't do that same method to tighten the bolt. So I have this spanner wrench with this like ratchet end right here. I basically came in at this angle and I used my left hand again to, you know, guide it onto the bolt right here. And then once it got onto the bolt, I just put my finger underneath to snug it up against it. And obviously I got my right hand over here on the side. Boom, tighten it up. So I probably make no sense right now, y'all, because I'm low-key kind of rushing. As y'all can see, daylight's already going down. Just do everything in reverse order. Get everything plugged back in. The last thing is going to be the belt. Start this puppy up, man. Sheesh. She's on, y'all. I got on the AC compressor, obviously everything else, intake and all that. You know, obviously after you put on the AC compressor, you make sure you get the belt on correctly. It's always best. I'm pretty sure I said it too earlier in the video, but it's always best to take a video, bro, of your belt diagram, because I was wondering why the belt was so loose. It wasn't getting tension, but obviously the only time it does that is if you don't got it on correctly. So I just realized I didn't have it on it was just missing one pulley. Anyways, it's good now. It's time for the first startup. Hopefully it don't go kaboom right now. Kind of scared, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. Yes, sir. Everything is looking good, as it should. So I think we're good, y'all. If the belt is kind of misaligned, don't be afraid, y'all. Just get it on as much as you can. Once you start it up, the belt will perfectly align and get over that little extra quarter inch that you're worried about. And I'm gonna add the refrigerant right now. Let me know when it's good. Fans all the way up, AC as cold as possible, which is 60 on both sides. Let me know when it's on. It's on? Alright, y'all, just hold it into the green. Just like that. Look at, I'm not on the trigger anymore, y'all. And now it's in the green. So we're gonna add a bit more. Try not to deplete it. I'm not on the trigger anymore, y'all. I'm just holding the can. So y'all can see my hand's over here. And now we have the gauge in the green, so we're just gonna leave it like that. Technically we should probably add one more can, and it's in the middle as well, which is actually a really good sign. And it's maintaining that pressure, so this is actually a really good look. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, tighten it up, and then we're gonna go for a little drive. This will be the end of today's video. As always, I hope y'all have a blessed day. It's your boy Ray, and I'm out.